For those of you that are just tuning in, welcome to our Wednesday night experience. We're just about 5 minutes away from getting going. Some of you may have expected a service in the back parking lot this evening. The weather was not cooperating with our plans, so that's going to be next week. So you just have me this evening in a sanctuary, and that will be enough. So I invite you to get whatever you need to be comfortable. We'll get started here in just about 5 minutes. Welcome to the Wednesday night experience at Unity North Atlanta. I invite you to begin to get comfortable. Allow your heart and your mind and your body to become peaceful in a state of oneness. I'll be singing now until we get into our service at 7 o'clock, a song by Judy Green called We Are One. We are one. God is in us. We are one. God is here in stillness and in quiet. God is light. We are one. In the darkness, in the shadow, God is light. We are one. God is in us. We are one. God is here in stillness and in quiet. God is light, and we are one. In the darkness, in the shadow, God is light. We are one. We are one. Well, once again, welcome to Unity North, to our Wednesday night experience. Many of you had planned on having a little more rousing experience this evening out in the back parking lot, and the rain and the weather didn't quite cooperate with us, although it really looks beautiful right now. We will be doing that service in the garden next Wednesday, so I hope that you'll bring your meal and your car and your chair and sit in the back parking lot with us next Wednesday, and let's hold a prayer and a thought for good weather. But I thought this would be a really good time this evening, since we are in a place of Plan B, the backup plan. And the more I said Plan B, the more I thought what's necessary right now is Plan Being. Plan Being. And so tonight is going to be an evening of just being. There is not a big plan here. I've got some songs that I'll string together, but we're going to see where Spirit would lead us. And I begin with this reading from Lao Tzu to bring us to that place of peace. If there is to be peace in the world, there must be peace in the nations. And if there is to be peace in the nations, there must be peace in the cities. If there is to be peace in the cities, there must be peace between neighbors. And if there is to be peace between neighbors, there must be peace in the home. And if there is to be peace in the home, there must be peace in the heart. And so this evening is about peace in our heart. There is so much going on in this world right now. And I felt really, really guided to let tonight be a place of peace in our heart. So all the songs that I've chosen are about anchoring us away from all the distractions to that peace. They'll be there. The quarantine is still going on, and there's still 1,000 opinions about that quarantine. The dialogue, the intense dialogue about the division in our country between races, it's still going to go on. It's still going to be there at the end of our 45 minutes together this evening. But I think what is necessary and what is true to our basic belief systems is that we must be a temple of peace first and foremost if there's ever going to be peace on the streets. If there's ever going to be peace in our home as we are quarantined. If there is ever going to be peace in our nation, with whatever happens to be up, we must find peace. And so that's our job this evening. And I invite you into that, to suspend any and all thoughts other than being present to the energy of peace. It is our Plan B. Our Plan B. And so I invite you to take a deep breath with me. And to become very conscious of that breath. And begin to slow that breath down. And as you slow the breath down, it gets deeper. And the space between the breath becomes more expansive. It is that space between the breath where we find the presence of the source, of God, of all that is good and holy. So continue to breathe deeply in, and with each exhale more relaxed and more present to just this moment right now, and to hear the voice of God speaking in that space. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Please sing with me. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. In that stillness, in that breath, the heart rate begins to slow. The mind chatter begins to fade into the background. And anything that is unlike that voice, that presence, and that Spirit of God as peace melts into the background. It fades away. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Sit for just a moment in the breath, in the peace, in the stillness. All creation begins and ends in that space. All life begins and ends in that awareness. All experiences begin and end in our awareness of simply knowing God in the midst. And so tonight we allow ourselves, no matter what thought we had a moment ago, no matter what experience happened just a moment ago, to be fully present. Our job, no matter what is happening, is to be present to truth. To be present to the miracle of life. And so as you continue to breathe, allow your mind and your heart and your body and your spirit and your whole being to simply be present to the miracle of now, to the miracle of life. Nothing to do, nothing to say, not going left or right, up or down, but just being. Our plan is to be. And in the being and in the breath, we know love, we know peace, we know God, and we are free. And so I invite you to take the words of this chant into the sanctuary of your heart, a place of depth where it all comes together as presence. I am present to life. I am present to life. I am present to all that is. I am present to life. I am present to life. I am present to all that is. And as I am, I know love. And as I am, I know peace. And as I am, I know God. And as I am free. presence frees us. Presence releases us from the anxiety and the worry and the stress of whatever is up, and allows us to be radiating at the energy and the vibration of love and peace. Our only job, always. Be present. Be present. I am present to life. I am present to life. I am present to all that is. I am present to life. I am present to life. I am present to all that is. And as I am, I know love. And as I am, I know peace. And as I am, I know God. And as I am free. Plan B. Freedom. Plan B. Peace. Plan B. God. Sit in that for just a few moments of silence. Continue breathing. Continue being present. Continue being. And hear that voice of God speak so clearly that it feels like it is a presence in every cell of your being. These words from James Dillard Freeman: let them live in your cells. Let them live in your being. Do you need me? I am there. You cannot see me, yet I am the light you see by. You may not hear me, yet I speak through your voice. And you may not feel me, yet I am the power at work in your hands. I am at work, though you do not understand my ways. I am at work, though you do not recognize my works. I am not strange visions, and I am not mysteries. And only in the absolute stillness, beyond self, can you know me as I am. And then, but as a feeling and a faith. Yet I am there, yet I hear, and yet I answer when you need me. I am there. Even if you deny me, I am there. And even when you feel most alone, I am there. Even in your fears, I am there. Even in your pain, I am there. I am there when you pray and when you do not pray. I am in you, and you are in me. Only in your mind can you ever feel separate from me. For only in your mind are the mists of yours and mine. Yet only with your mind can you know me and experience me. Empty your heart of empty fears. And when you get yourself out of the way, I am there. You can of yourself do nothing, but I can do all. And I am in all. Though you may not see the good, good is there, for I am there. I am there because I have to be, because I am. And only in me does the world have meaning, and only out of me does the world take form. Only because of me does the world go forward. I am the law on which the movement of the stars and the growth of living cells are founded. I am the love that is the law's fulfilling. I am assurance. I am peace. I am oneness. And I am the law that you can live by. I am the love that you can cling to. I am your assurance. I am your peace. I am one with you. I am. Though you fail to find me, I do not fail you. And though your faith in me is unsure, my faith in you never wavers. Because I know you. I know you. Because I love you. Beloved, I am there. When we find the place of being, the place of presence, the place of breath and space, our minds and our hearts begin to recognize that which was there all along. No matter what's going on in the world, God is there. And the recognition that each and every one of us is a child, the offspring of that eternal love, that eternal presence that waits patiently for us to remember in the midst of whatever storm. The I am is never left. Child of my heart, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. Child of my heart, let me know know your needs. Let your soul receive. I am here. I am here for you now. The veritable presence of God waits, stands at the door, ready to receive all creation, ready to receive you right now. Child of my heart, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. Child of my heart, let me know your needs. Let your soul receive. I am here. I am here for you now. And the deeper we go with this truth and reality, the more we become an ambassador of peace, an ambassador, an emissary of love, a presence of God. And therefore we can be a radiating center of these same vibrations and words for all creation, being the light where there is darkness. From the place of stillness and oneness within us, we can extend a hand. We can extend a word. We can extend a place of being to that person next to you, your brother or your sister, that may be scared, that may be hurting, that may be afraid. Your presence becomes the healing balm, the salve of God. You become the healer and the restorer of wholeness. And so let these words of God within you be on your lips for all creation, bringing to mind a situation or an experience or a person that needs to hear. Child of my heart, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. Child of my heart, let me know your needs. Let your soul receive. I am here. I am here for you now. I am here. I am here for you now. The world needs us. Plan B. Plan being. Being will give you the words to speak. Being will give you the actions to take. Presence must precede doing. Sit in the presence right now, in your oneness with breath and peace and love and God. And let presence be all that matters right now, in the silence. this great awareness, this great uniting. As simple as simply stopping, breathing, being present, listening, breathing again. All the power of the universe is found right there. And with all of the emotions of being a human being at this time on the planet, we understand and really realize and remember, God knows it all. God, as the great transformer, takes all of it and works it into something holy and something sacred. God knows your joy and God knows your pain. God feels your love and your hurt just the same. God has the power to heal all our wounds. That healing presence, it lives and breathes and has its being in you. God knows your strength. God knows your weakness too. Knows what you feel that you can and cannot do. Her heart is open. Her comfort is so near. And the Spirit waits to calm our fears. But first, we must pray and know the truth that God is all expressed as me and you. There's not a single thing that God cannot heal when we know that love as real. So let the tears fall from our face and know they land in God's embrace. God's arms are there to break our falls. Let God be your all in all. God knows your joy. God knows your pain. She feels your love and hurt the same. God has the power to heal all your wounds. That healing presence lives in you. God knows your strength, your weakness too. Knows what you feel you can and cannot do. God's heart is open, His comfort is near. The Spirit waits to calm your fears. But we must pray and know the truth that God is all expressed as you. There's not a single thing she cannot heal when you know God's love as real. So let the tears fall from your face and know they land in God's embrace. Her arms are there to break your fall. Let God be your all in all. God takes your joy and heals all the pain. God takes your love and heals any shame. God is the power that heals heals all your wounds. God's very presence, that very presence, God's very presence, God's very presence heals you. God's very presence heals you. Oneness and oneness alone heals you and me, the planet, and humanity. Live in that presence right now, in the silence. Perhaps plan B was plan A all along. Perhaps breath and presence and oneness and peace and love was the original plan to begin with. And as circumstances changed, and storms came, storms of Mother Earth to postpone gatherings in the garden, or storms in the center of our humanity, designed to wake us up. Maybe it was the original plan all along to drive us back home. Consider this evening that quarantines and viruses and all the thoughts about them were just part of a magnificent divine plan moving us all back home. Home to God, home to life, home to the sacred place of being, where there is no you or me or us and them. There is only God. There was only peace. I invite you to hold this beautiful planet home, Mother Earth, all of Mother Earth's creatures, all life, all inhabitants, and see them all with compassionate eyes and the eyes of God. To hear them all with compassionate ears, the ears of God. with compassionate minds, the mind of God. St. Patrick walked right into the middle of a storm, so the story goes. And his breastplate sounded something like this. I invite you to take it as your own. God before me. God behind me. God to the left of me, and God to the right of me. God above me, God below me. God within me. God in the eyes of all that see me. God in the ears of all that hear me. God in the hearts of all that know me. God in the minds of all that think of me. God in the hands of all that greet me. God in the lives of all within my circle. And God in the circle that is forever expanding and drawing everybody in. Edward Markham once wrote, "They drew a line and they shut me out. But God and love and I, we had the wit to win. We drew a circle and brought them in." And so we turned the words of St. Patrick around, allowing ourselves to be the ambassadors, the emissaries of God and of love. Peace in my eyes as I see everyone. Love in my ears as I listen to everyone. God in my heart as I behold everyone. Love and peace and God in my mind as I think of everyone. God before us, God behind us, to the left and the right. God above us, God below us, all around and inside. Hold this prayer for the world. God before us, God behind us, to the left and the right. God above us, God below us, all around and inside. I invite you to draw a circle, an expansive, an amplified circle, and bring in somebody you don't understand, a position that you don't understand, a phrase that you don't understand, a feeling, an action that you don't understand. And to be in this moment the radiating center of God, of love, of peace. And then you can say, my very presence heals whatever needs to be healed. God before us, God behind us, to the left and the right. God above us, God below us, all around and inside. All around and inside. All around and inside. You be the circle of God, of love, of peace, in our final moment of silence. Once again, returning to our breath. Oh, a deep, deep breath. But that breath is founded in a power that was always there, but perhaps more present in our mind right now. And that breath brings not only oxygen that moves through the veins in our heart. This moment, this brief breath, this brief 45 minutes has been the most valuable thing you could have done for the world and for yourself tonight. Bring your awareness back to wherever you happen to be and bring with you a new mind. New heart, new ears, and new eyes. Knowing that now, with the understanding that God is for you, that therefore nothing can be against you. You as the veritable presence of God, vibration and being, have all that you need to be who you need to be. Have all that you need to say what you need to say. From a place of peace, a place of love, a place of harmony, a place of oneness. And so it is. And so we simply let it be. I invite you to let plan B not just be a moment in time, but to let plan B live in your heart and your body and your mind in such a way that plan B is the only plan. Plan being. As you walk your earthly journey, as you encounter difficulties and darknesses, as you encounter whatever the world throws at you, plan B will be implemented through you and as you. And for that, I am so grateful. And I'm grateful that there are 2 or more of us gathered. I don't know how many are watching right now, but I'm grateful that you are watching, that we are on a journey together. We are on plan being together. And if that has value to you, if our plan B this evening had value, I'm going to invite you to just say thank you, to find a way to express that through a text to give, through Facebook donation, through mailing a check into Unity North. However you demonstrate that gratitude, we receive it with grateful hearts and grateful minds. And we're making a difference on this planet. every time we come together through the stream, you have my consciousness, you have Wes's consciousness, you have everybody who's watching the stream or the meditation or the service or the talk, whatever it may be, coming together as a powerful force for good. And so feel that each time we come together. We'll be back together July 1st. We'll have spaces here in the sanctuary where we can be back together again, and we'll still be streaming. We'll still be connecting this way. But in the meantime, I wish you patience. That's part of Plan B. I wish you breath, because that's part of Plan B. I wish you God awareness and God being, because that's part of Plan B. And so as we begin to conclude our time this evening, we'll be back again. Michael will be back as part of what's happening in the garden next week. Plan B will be happening. We have a wonderful program put together for you. Some music and our healing and wholeness ministry, our sacred sound ministry. I have a message which will be a little bit more of what you saw on Sunday of me. And then again, a softer meditation, because it's all part of this great adventure that we are on. Speaking loudly and passionately when we need to, and being still when we need to. I thank you for joining us. I'll close with this final song, Peace, Peace, Peace. Peace on earth. Peace for those of my circle that are white and black and brown and yellow. Peace for my circle that wear masks, and peace for my circle that don't want to wear masks. Peace for those that wanted to be back together last month, and peace for those that may not be with us again until January. We belong to each other, folks, and we're walking each other home. That's the plan that matters. In our differences, we find our unity, and in our unity, we find peace on earth. Peace, peace, peace. Peace on earth. Peace, peace, peace for all the universe. Hold that with me. Peace, peace, peace. Peace on earth. Thanks again for being here this evening. We'll see you Sunday morning. Charles Holt is going to be with us on Sunday morning. I'll be back with you on Sunday morning. It's going to be a great message and a great time. Have a wonderful evening, being peace and being the ambassador of God. I love you all. Good night.